Top story, relief but skepticism. That's the reaction from environmental groups tonight, pushing for the immediate defueling of the Red Hill tanks.
The joint task force in charge of defueling dramatically pushed up the timeline. Our Mahealani Richardson spoke with one of the commanders. Mahea.
Well, Ash and Mark, the joint task force in charge of defueling says it can start defueling in October and drain most of it by mid-January, which would be months earlier than forecast. But there will still be some fuel left, and draining that needs to be worked out.
The Joint Task Force in charge of defueling the Red Hill underground storage tanks initially said defueling could be complete by mid-2024. Now it's saying most of the fuel can be out by January.
We have said for some time that we are going to look for efficiencies and work with regulators and DOH and EPA to identify how we could do it quicker.
104 million gallons of fuel needs to be drained, and the task force says 100,000 to 400,000 gallons would be left by mid-January. The DoD said it's still finalizing a plan for emptying the last remaining fuel.
The gravity defueling, the draining of the fuel into hotel pier onto tankers, is going to remove 99.85% of the fuel at the facility.
In 2021, fuel spills tainted the Navy's drinking water and sickened thousands of people. The tanks sit just 100 feet above Oahu's aquifer.
I would characterize our response as, skeptical relief. Again, it's a promise for a future action that will take months to take place.
Groups like the Sierra Club have been pushing the military to speed up the timeline and are worried about the last remaining fuel.
Every day, from now until January or whenever the fuel is removed, poses a threat of existential catastrophe. Something that would change life as we know it.
I think what the public needs to know is, is the worst case scenario a spill? Is it a AFFF mishap? Is it a fire? We're practicing for any scenario.
Now, the task force says the remaining fuel will be left in low points or in turns or in flanges, and the responsibility to remove that will be under the Navy during the closure process. Now, next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, there will be a defueling open house at Ke'ehi Lagoon Memorial Park from 4 to 7 p.m. Mahealani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you.